So this is an interesting one, team. Lola Young. Now she's been blowing up recently on TikTok, and she's also, as you probably know, featured on Chromacopia and does an amazing job on there. Quite a lot of people have been recommending her album. I gave it a little scan, I scanned a couple of tracks, and honestly, it sounded really good, like kind of indie-ish. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's listen to the whole record. Let's get out there. I feel like she might be next up anyway. It'd be cool to get a video on the platform if she blows up massive when we're here early doors. The album's called This Wasn't Meant For You Anyway. Let's jump in. Let's see what it's all about. Yes. Good Books, opening track.
And I know, life can be hard. But you didn't need to scream in my face when parking. Dumb little.
She's English. She's from London. Okay. I kind of assumed that she was American just because she was on the Tyler album from South London.
I gave you an ultimatum. It's me or the we. And you laughed in my face and said, what the hell do you mean? And I just want to be your baby. Make it hard to see beneath the rubble, but I show that shit to the left. Say you're not that kind of guy. I work hard to stay.
Oh, I feel we may have made a good decision here, team. Listen, mate, I've even got a fucking Pepsi Max. It's not a Coke Zero, but it's basically the same. We're living life. We're living life. It's like a combination of kind of like sort of classic sound and modern production, a lot of slightly experimental elements, but they're not getting in the way. Her voice is really strong.
You broke my heart and then my phone. I'll never be in. You make it hard to see beneath the rubble, but I show that shit to the left. Say you're not that kind of guy. I work hard to stay.
Definitely some Florence in there as well, right? Definitely.
Beneath the rubble, but I show
Especially with that drum pattern.
to the left instead of sleeping at night. Don't breathe. So why do I try to make it hard to see beneath the rubble, but I show that shit to the left instead of sleeping at night. I work hard to stay.
Okay, this is Wish You Were Dead.
Can you come around? Fuck me nice. Pull my hair when you come around. I'll wear red. I'll forget all the awful things you've ever said. Until I throw a punch, you call me a cunt, and that tips me over the edge.
Damn.
You throw my phone out the window. The next thing the neighbor says she's calling the feds, and I wish you were dead.
Same relationship as the previous track? Sounds like it. Fucking instrumentals are serious.
We watch TV. Till I throw a punch, you call me a cunt, and that tips me over the edge.
Did I throw a punch though? Can't be doing that. Sounds like you two should break up. Coming from an old man like me.
I wish you were dead.
Two really strong tracks to start. Like, she has a great presence on the microphone. She has a really strong and unique voice, even though it's like, it reminds me of other artists. It reminds me a bit of Florence and stuff. Very much of her generation in terms of the subject matter. But instrumentation, very, very cool. Guitars, real drums, actually sounds alive. The music sounds alive to me.
She fucked up my plans. I could've called Chris, James, Nico. I could've called Sam. But you know what I did? I called you dumbass instead. I could have anybody else, but I love what I like. You can call me a bitch if you say it with your big brown eyes. Sliding, I've been lonely for the whole week, so I hit you up. With your big brown, big brown. That I shouldn't have done. I typed in your digits, 'cause I miss your dick, you smile, your lips, your kiss, can't get you out my head, can't get it.
I really like the voice, really like the instrumentation. Lyrics to me Very much of a generation, a little bit too literal. Nothing wrong with that, but if the whole thing's super literal and there's no symbolism, there's no imagery, it's just straight up talking about what's going on and seemingly about same bloke, maybe not, then yeah, lyrically it's not going to do craziness for me. But then again, I think she's 23, I'm 42. There is just going to be a disconnect there. She's speaking for a generation that ain't me. Okay, this is conceited. It's got 20 mil streams on Spotify. I don't believe that I've heard it.
I swim too quickly, cause big waves are hard to jump over. You're not sweet, not sickly. You don't taste like nothing when I'm sober. And I already wanna die. You just make it like 10 times worse. And I heard that you tell the guys I need some flowers. I gave them to someone else. Told me that you love me. You're just talking to yourself. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna hear it. You're just talking to yourself, and I don't wanna know. I don't wanna hear it.
Clearly a bit of Billy on this song. I don't want to just do the whole comparison thing. Great voice. I really like a lot of character to it. It's fucking believable and there's an authenticity to her, which is cool.
I get off when I mislead you and say I'm playing with a man's mind for once, and you say come over.
You guys need to break up. Hearing about the ins and outs of a toxic early 20s relationship, I'm just like, just fucking break up. Fucking tune, mate. Tune.
You brought me some flowers, I gave them to someone else. Told me that you love me. You're just talking to yourself, and I don't wanna know.
Cool song. Like, instrumentation, really, really good. She has real character to her voice, which is fire. And honestly, I don't even have an issue with the lyrics. I think she's definitely speaking for her generation in a way that's super relatable, in just a way that is always, and there is absolutely no way it cannot be like this. It's just never going to connect for me as a 42-year-old dad, and that is fine. That is fucking fine. Well, I would just listen to her voice and the music. And if she chooses to do something that is a little more broad or flowery or have just a bit more imagery, have just a little bit more esotericism in the lyrics, then great. And if it is all just about a toxic relationship, then fine. It's never going to be my favorite. Listen, I'm not a fucking 23-year-old girl. I just ain't. I know, hard to believe.
Get what you're saying. I just really don't want to hear it right now. Can you shut up for like once in your life? Listen to me. I took your nice words of advice about how you think I'm gonna die lucky if I turn 33. Okay, so yes, cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, and you asked where the hell I've been, and I'm too perfect, so I open my big. You hated when I
Fucking Young Girls Anthem, this one.
that time of the month, and I'm too perfect, so I show you that I'm not 1,000 people I could be for you, and you hate the fucking law. I want to be me. Is that not allowed? And I'm too clever, and then I'm too fucking dumb. You hate it when I cry unless it's that time of the month.
Very nice.
And I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, then you asked where the hell I.
Yeah, solid track. Again, another young woman's anthem. Again, seemingly about the same relationship. Again, definitely break up. Definitely break up. But let's see where we go. Like, voice, characters of the voice, undoubted. Love the instrumentals. I am now at the point where I'm just sort of like listening rather than tuning into the lyrics, because the lyrics are just, they just fucking are what they are.
Take your shit out my house, you can keep that ugly painting that you bought. I never
it's the same opinion on every song. Voice, melody, instrumentation, tip top. Subject matter, not for me. This is instrumentation. And this one in particular is fire. Girl has taste. Taste.
You said perfume I was wearing smelled like Joe Malone, and I'll never forget that, 'cause it was just some cheap shit I found at home. I cleaned up my kitchen and painted it white, and you noticed I did my hair and my makeup real nice, and you noticed, and there might come a day where I don't have you, when I know that it's gotta end, and there's no way we'll be friends. But I cleaned up my kitchen and painted it white.
Yeah, very nice. Again, every song kind of fits into the same category for me. But I must admit, I'm looking forward to hearing her music in another... It may be another 6 months, it may be another 5 years, when she develops more as a lyricist. Because this, I can listen to all day. This is what I'm talking about, yeah.
I got a life you know nothing about. You got a job, a quiet mouth, and I got a look passing me by, and everybody
Voice is crazy. Real like Britpop era. Serious talent, man. Serious talent. There's a little bit Arctic Monkeys at times as well. It's cool.
So I put up a fight, and that's an understatement. I'll throw big punches at any bitch that looks your way. So I know, as long as you're underneath me, here to keep me when the sun goes down. Babe, this is it.
When the sun goes down. Maybe the Arctic Monkeys thing's deliberate.
When you talk shit, you still blow me away. 'Cause you're my king, you're my queen, you're my lover.
Crazy.
All these intrusive thoughts, don't know what's real or not. They scream inside my head, wish I could kill the Lord. I've got intrusive thoughts, maybe I'm wired off. Balcony, no one would care. My friend wants to kill me, I know it, I swear.
you got off on the wrong foot back there. Come on,
Beautiful
in.
melody on
I'll
this
put
one.
the
No.
pedal on. They're just intrusive thoughts, and maybe I'm
So again, the lyrics are very straightforward and kind of on the nose, but the authenticity and the rawness to when she sings and when she speaks and how real it all feels, definitely going to resonate massively with the audience that is of a similar age and is going through very similar things. So when I question it, not even a question it, when I say what I've said about the lyricism, it is purely with the understanding that I am 2 decades disconnected from her. And I believe that as she continues to write music, it will just become a little bit less specific, and there'll be more metaphor and simile and symbolism and things, which will just appeal to me, just a personal taste. But like the musicality, the production choices, even here, there's a slight filter on her voice that sounds a little bit more rough. The whole thing sounds a little more demo and is very deliberate because it's very personal song. It is a very sort of fragile song. There's a fragility in the production and how she's singing it and the delivery, which is just immaculate. So from all of those points of view, I'm super impressed by this artist. I'm super impressed by the maturity of the sounds, the maturity of the instrumentation choices, the arrangements. I don't know if she's working with a band or doing it all herself, I'm not sure, but from those points of view, that combined with her unbelievable voice, which can shapeshift almost into being different types of things, but all mini contempt. Humans are fantastic at sensing authenticity. And that's something that you just get better at as you get older as well. And it doesn't surprise me that some of these songs are blown up on TikTok, and it wouldn't and won't surprise me if she goes to completely different levels soon, because we've seen what an artist like Billie Eilish can do, and how much she connects. And this is, I mean, to call her the British Billie would be, it's a lazy comparison, but there are just overlaps here in terms of style, subject matter, songwriting ability, and just sonics. And some of the instrumentation choices used, that there are crossovers. And it's more like, she's not the British Billie, but I imagine Billie fans would like her. There you go. And there's a lot of those. There are a lot of those fans. Right, we've got an outro to go.
I never understood the term love yourself. I thought it was one of those cringy ass Tumblr quotes, and man, I used to fucking love up Tumblr, but I was more into the sad poetry shit. Anyway, I then realised that life pushes those quotes, or should I say stupid little life lessons forward for a reason. That I can too be my one and only true love. I can learn to heal alone.
Fair play.
I can dance in the mirror and feel seen without being watched by someone.
Okay, yeah, and I get that from the record actually.
Or women.
Well, that's interesting because honestly, I like what she says there, but it does sound like it's very, very, it's a very personal album, but it is very much so specific to her that it is in some ways, I'd imagine, not entirely relatable all the way through. I think that's an interesting outro because, again, it feels real, almost to the point where the album is perhaps so for her that it's to its detriment slightly, and it's only because the instrumentation, the songs, the melodies and the singing itself is of such a high standard that I was just kind of sitting there hoping that I could connect somehow lyrically. But then again, like I said, the whole time, I'm almost old enough to be a fucking dad. That's the reality of it. So how am I going to connect fully to everything she's saying lyrically? I'm too disconnected from it. I'm too far removed. And why should it be? It shouldn't. But then again, I do believe that there is a sort of universal relatability that comes from the true masters of songwriting, even when they're talking about something just as specific as she is. We will see if she can get there on future records. It wouldn't surprise me at all if she does. And the instrumentation, and in terms of pure musical talent, fucking forget about it, mate. Forget about it. All right. Well, I'm really glad that I did it. I'm looking forward to hearing more from her and more features from her as well. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments on this one. Are you a fan? Are you becoming a fan? Have we caught something on the crest of a wave, or just as it's going up? I think so. Do hit subscribe if you haven't yet. We're building always. I guess it's the road to 1 million now. But first up, the road to 510. And I'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.